Developed by Ubisoft Montpellier and released in 2013, Rayman Legends is a 2D platformer game and the sequel to the 2011 game Rayman Origins. By the time this video comes out, the game will have already been 10 years old, so that begs the question, is it worth playing Rayman Legends now? The gameplay you see was taken from my PC since I purchased the game digitally. If you go over to the official Ubisoft online store and type in Rayman, you will notice that some of the main games within the franchise have been given a discount, and surprise surprise, Rayman Legends has a discount of 80%. I have no idea when the discount ends, so if you want a reason to play Rayman Legends now, it's because the game is cheap at the moment. Okay, now we can talk about If you grew up playing Rayman Legends on your previous console, then you will be familiar with how the game works, with the main idea being rescuing these little blue dudes called Tinsies and collecting these yellow fairies called Lums, whilst fighting bad guys on a 2D platformer environment. If not, now you know. Rayman Legends has 6 different main paintings, including Tinsies in Trouble, Frog Story, Fiesta de los Muertos, 20,000 Lums Under the Sea, Olympus Maximus, and Living Dead Party. When you do start a level, you will always be given the same optional objectives. Collect these 8 Tinsies throughout the level, find the king and queen, and, if you want, collect a handful amount of Lums so that you can get these trophies, a lucky ticket, and when you do reach the top, you can go ahead and vibe to that celebratory music. Which gets really repetitive. Then you've got these extra levels, which doesn't require most of the objectives that I just listed. They're meant to be challenging, and if you are good at some fast-paced games like Pizza Tower, then you might enjoy these sort of levels. You unlock them by getting a specific number of Tinsies. If you manage to complete the level, you will unlock a different variant of Barbara. Some levels feature this green flying frog called Murphy, where you will have to use him to help your character go through obstacles. I remember on the Wii U you could control Murphy using your stylus, but on PC it's different, and in some cases you have to time it right with Murphy. There are also invaded levels, which are meant to be time trials that you can compete in to get the quickest time. Additionally, if you go to the left side of the main gallery, you will find these 5 different paintings. Heroes is where you can select your own costumes of Rayman, Glowbox, a Tinsy, and Barbara. Challenges is where you partake in custom new levels with challenging obstacles. Kong Foot is just football. Back to Origins is a nod to Rayman Origins, of which having levels based off that game in particular. And last but not least, Creatures, which is where you get pets that give you Lums. You can unlock Back to Origins, or getting Creatures, by using the lucky ticket, which can be used to get Lums, a Tinsy, paintings from Back to Origins, or a creature, which is pretty cool. The bosses are honestly fun to fight against. You may die a couple of times because of how difficult it is the first time, but the boss fights in this game are all unique and have something different about them to fit the theme of whatever environment you're in. And of course, saving the best for last, the music levels, which you can unlock after defeating each boss in each different world. In a music level, you pretty much react to the rhythm or beat of the song playing. The best part is that it's all fast-paced and easy to follow. You'll probably be able to recognize where the music is taken from, as most, maybe all, of the music levels are taken from the original songs. Have a listen. On the other hand, The only main issue I have with playing Rayman Legends on PC is the multiplayer aspect. Originally, you can play the game up to 4 people, locally, not online. There is no online co-op in Rayman Legends officially. This makes Kung Fu pretty much pointless if you don't have anyone to play locally with. You can still play it, but it requires you to change binds for other players on the same keyboard, which is doable, but is challenging. Speaking of which, the servers for Rayman Legends are permanently down and have been since September of 2020, making it impossible to play online in Rayman Legends. The only servers that are up are for Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, which is out on the Nintendo Switch. In summary, the pros of playing Rayman Legends is that the game is nostalgic to many already familiar to the franchise. In some platforms like Ubisoft or Steam, there is a discount to go along with the game, making it cheaper than its original price. The gameplay is thrilling with constant challenges, and the background art and parallax scrolling for each level being so gorgeous for a 2D platformer game, and the music levels are fun to play on. Not to mention there are plenty of content to go over in this game. The cons of the game is that the levels can be repetitive, doesn't offer some penalty after dying like in Mario Odyssey, the level designs lack the magic of Origins, read that in a website, and there is no online co-op. So, in conclusion, should you play Rayman Legends 10 years later? That's completely up to you to decide. I really only wanted to make this video since Rayman Legends will be a decade old, and I have nostalgia for the game, owning a copy of it for the Wii U myself. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I was making it. If you're new, maybe you could subscribe to this channel if you've made it this far in the video. Thanks.